Dear our viewers out there, it is CPA Didan Mutatinens once again coming to bring you tax insights. As a business owner, are your business transactions separate from your individual transactions? You know, as we do this advisory, we have had a chance to interact with many people. The other day, Sam came to my office. He had a bunch of documents, but all these documents were actually written in his names. He had a tenancy agreement that was in his names. He had water bills that were in his names. He had also electricity bills that were in his names. But Sam was operating a company. Now, when he tried filing his returns, all the documentation were actually rejected. Why were they rejected? The documentation actually related to Sam as an individual, not as a company. Now, Sam ended up paying huge taxes because his documentation could not support his expenses. That is a mistake that can be avoided. What are we saying? That you, a business owner, and the company you are operating, you are two different entities. Try to separate the two if you want to be at peace with the taxman. That whenever you are entering, for example, into an agreement for the tenancy agreement, ensure it is the company entering into this agreement on behalf of for the business, not you in your names entering into an agreement for the company. Now, there are many other scenarios. You find that even bank statements, what transactions go to the bank statement of an individual and what transactions go to the bank of a company, they are all just mixed up. Time comes, you are assessed by the taxman. One of the important documents they always ask for is actually the bank statement. But you find that your bank statement cannot actually support the transaction that you did. Reason? Because some of the monies were actually paid through your individual bank account. Some of the expenses were paid through your individual bank account. But this can be avoided. How do you avoid this? First, appreciate one thing, that a company and you, the individual who owns the company, are two different entities. The moment you appreciate that, then make sure all of the documentation is actually in the names of the company. Your individual transactions are not necessarily company transactions. Hope you take this in case you are still troubled. We can meet and have a chat how we can organize your documentation, but also organize your bookkeeping so that next time you don't find yourself at a fight with URA because your documents are actually in your names. Thank you.